Okay, so it comes to my attention that it might be an idea to, I don't know, first move the mic away from my mouth, otherwise it's probably going to be really loud. Yeah, I thought it'd be a good idea to make this video on how to install my lovely UI, as you can see there, very shiny, very sci-fi. It's called LUI, all the information's already in the post, or at least it should be by now. Just thought I'd run through a quick few features so that you got it. It's really, I have to say, they're my favourite UI that I've ever done, to be honest. You got these nice little side panels here, and as you can see, they've got a nice little animation when you click them. And you can put all sorts of crap in there. You know, I've got all my mage crap over there, and mounts and portals there. This bit down here was actually not the one that came with it, because the one that came with it, I have to say, was terrible. I mean, it was truly god awful. So I got this one, which is Domino's. The one it comes with is Bartender. Bartender just is not as good. You can get the ordinary micro menu that's built into WoW, which you can put, at the moment it's currently hidden down here, I think. Yeah, it's right there. You can obviously show or hide that, but in all honesty, it's not needed. You've still got your escape functionality, and you've got this little menu up here instead. It's got all the same things, plus this neat little thing here for configuring LUI. Comes up with nice little things like that. Another neat little feature is you've got your armor, bags, current gold levels, which even tells you when you hover over it. Look, you can see it quite clearly. Earned, spent, and another one pops up underneath that, which is profit. That's right, you can be a profit monger. I'm looking at you, Gerbo. Give you FPS and latency readout, all your usual stuff. Not a problem there. You've got this little button up here which hides and shows the built-in things, such as your little raid frame down here. You've got recount there, and this little frame up here is Omen. They're all movable about, all of them, every single one of them. You can even hide the chat frame if you really want, but I'm using Prt, not the built-in one, so that doesn't really work properly. Just hides the little border around it. The raid frames, this one here, that one, you've got a choice of 3 you can use really. Show you how to change that. Go into frames in the options, raid, come down here, and you've got a choice between Voodoo, Healbot, or Grid. I've tried all 3, and personally I find Voodoo to be the best, because Healbot is just terrible. I don't see how anyone can use that, and Grid just does not have the right functionality. But I'm losing track there. That's going into things that I just don't care about. One of the other things that is really quite neat is changing the colour scheme. Really simple. Just click Warrior, looks horrible. Got Paladin, if you're into that sort of thing. Don't know what's going on there though, it's not actually changing the colour. Absinthe, which is odd colours scheme. Demonic Pact, Rogue, Major, you get the point though, but my favourite is personally Shaman. So as you can see, it's quite a nice one. No, I don't understand why it's not changing that. Shaman being my favourite one, but this one is another popular one apparently, which is Orange Marmalade. Ignoring the menu and its inability to change, you'll probably get that with a reload. You can do it this way, where you change the overall theme, or you can go in and change specific things, but I'm going to put it back to what I normally have, which is Shaman. I would take you through how to install the actual add-on itself, but I'm not going to do that because I haven't actually figured out how to record my desktop yet. Yeah, I know, call me a noob, whatever. I know Nag probably is right now. So I'll just log out quickly and log into one of my characters that I haven't actually done this on and configured it. Let's go for my Death Knight. Yeah, it's Horde, I don't care. I went through Horde phase. I think everyone does at some point in their life. So once Fraps stops my computer from eating its own arse, because it doesn't like to load things whilst Fraps running. It'll take you through the rest of it, the actual installation and stuff. There you go. Now it'll probably throw up errors like this because it's nice like that, but in short, the first time you do it, clean install, it's going to come up with a big overlay that says install. Now I don't know if it's occurred to you, but it might be an idea to press the big shiny button. Big shiny button good, everywhere else bad. Think of it like everywhere else having plague. You don't want plague. Unless you're Gerbo, you should probably like plague. Okay, so loading there. Right, that's your basic default login thing. Just close the minimap there. As you can see, it's actually gone for the Death Knight color scheme. It does automatically choose your color scheme when you log in, based on your class. As you can see, I've got the buttons all over the place here. This is being tracked. Don't need this. Stop tracking. Stop tracking. Right. Now I'm gonna have to do it this way. I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna have to configure everything. If, for example, you don't see the minimap, don't panic. Press this button here, shows up with your various buttons, although for some reason the map itself isn't loading at the moment. If you do like I've done and get dominoes, you need to enable it first, and to do that you need to go to, I can't remember how to do it, I think it's modules, nope, add-ons, no. Yeah, I'm bad. I'm sure that Nag's laughing his ass off if he's watching this. Give me a few moments and I'll figure it out. Yeah, no, okay, I can't figure it out for the moment. Actually, no, wait, yeah, I can. The way you do it is you firstly disable bartender, then you enable dominoes. There you go, simple as that. But to make sure you do this, go into your LUI, go into bars, and you need to click right bar and change it to dominoes bar whatever bar you're going to be using. And if you want the left sidebar, which is the one that pops up on the left there, go figure, you need to enable it for starters, and it will come up with the UI needs to be reloaded. Click accept, go for a very quick reload, or at least it would be if I wasn't running Fraps. Here you go. It's probably going to be a bloody long video, isn't it? I'm going to have to split it. Yeah, so there you go. That's your second frame there. So next thing to do is find out which buttons go where. With dominoes, very easy. Once you've got the minimap button up there, if it isn't already, you can probably get that through the interface options in your main menu. Yeah, once you've got it there, just separate all your bars to where you want them. Yeah, just throw them about here for the minute. What I generally do is I have bars 1 and 2 down here, and sometimes 2's up there, or whatever. It varies depending on what you want. Like menu, I never have that shown. You just middle click to hide that. The reason I don't have it shown at the moment is because obviously I've got it up there. You can adjust the size of everything, but what I'll take you through at the moment is the basics of what you need to know. To bring up the menu for any of these bars, just right click on them and you've got size, column, spacing, padding, scale, faded opacity, opacity. You don't actually really need to change the opacity, because if you don't want it to be seen, then you just middle click it. But if you want to be really fiddly with your UI, then you can. So what I'll do is I'll put bar 6 on the left and let's go with bar 3 on the right, just because I can. So what you do is you right click, you need to change the columns to look like that was 2. There you go, go figure. Just hover them over, then you need to scale them down, I think. Scale, there it is, until it matches the graphic really. Once you've got that, click close. You may notice though, before I carry on, that everything's got smaller, and there is a reason for that, and I'll go through that in a